All right, just about 12 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. I got an exciting weekend coming up because Fine Arts for Ocala is putting on their 47th annual Arts Festival. Everybody knows it by its acronym of FAFO. And we have two beautiful women in the studio right now. Look at that. I embarrassed you, didn't I? I embarrassed you. Let me pitch on the camera here so people can see what I'm talking about. They are here to talk about FAFO. Cass Retz is in the studio. She's a FAFO board member and marketing director, and she didn't even know that a little while ago. It's just a joke. Just a joke. I'm trying to put you at ease because I know you probably had a harrowing morning going to the Cascades. I apologize for that. Donna DiSclafani, am I saying your name right, Donna? Okay. And you are the chairperson for the Arts Festival. Well, ladies, hopefully you're okay, and I apologize for the mix-up.
Oh, no, we got to see the beautiful koi fish in the pond. It was quite relaxing, actually.
Yes. And I was in that area anyway. So.
You were in that area anyway?
Yes.
Right.
Okay. And how's our old studio? Anybody in there yet?
No.
No, nobody's in there.
The door's locked.
I keep meaning to go over there and see what it looks like. We were there forever. I started there in '84, so had a long history in that.
I remember when they built it.
So do I.
Yeah.
So do I. Don't you remember how it didn't look like the artists? Remember the artists had it look like
the rendering?
Yes. It looked like it was like the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. It didn't look like that when it was done.
It looked like a seventh wonder of the world.
Remember? You remember that too, right? Donna, do you remember this?
I wasn't here.
Oh, you weren't here. So Robin remembers it.
Yes.
So,
The Foxfire.
Wow, I think
remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We might be the only three people who remember this. Yeah, I remember very clear. It's like, wait a minute, that's not what it looked like in the picture.
It was a cool place.
It was.
It was happening, I understand.
Yeah.
It was back then. Even right now.
It is still
a nice
beautiful.
Place.
Yeah, it's very lovely.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you like our new place? What do you think of
This
this?
is fancy.
Yes.
Did you ever visit the other studio?
Yes.
Oh, you
yes,
did? Okay.
Last year.
Okay.
Last
all right.
year.
All right. How come I don't hear you? Is your microphone not working?
Oh, I don't know.
Tap on it a little bit. Let me see. Your microphone's not working.
No.
Uh-oh.
No, you can't get another. How can you get another microphone?
I'll just ask her to over here.
Maybe move over to that one.
How's that?
Yeah, that one's working.
Okay, great.
Yeah, that
now
one's
I hear
working.
you.
All right.
Yeah, now I hear you. Something's up
Maybe
with that.
sorry.
No, let me move the camera. Now you look so far away. This is the camera, by the way, ladies.
All right.
So anyway, this is the 47th annual. Are you ladies artists?
I am.
Yes,
You
Cass
are.
is.
What's
Yes.
your medium?
Acrylic mostly, just because I have small children with roaming hands, and I like oil, but
Explain what that means. I mean,
well, acrylic dries very quickly.
Oh, okay.
Oil paint
okay.
takes an eternity to dry.
Okay.
It's a labor-intensive cleanup, and when you have small children and you're easily distracted by them, you have to be able to come and go quickly and not worry about permanent
So
oil
does
paint leaving the studio.
Does that give you a challenge? In other words,
It does,
if it dries
because,
quickly, you got to move it
yes,
quickly,
when you
right?
work with acrylics, you do have to work very quickly, or what you have is there, and either you have to paint over it. There's no reworking with acrylic.
You're a pretty lady. You're like,
Thank you.
don't you look like Kirstie Alley in her good days?
Yeah.
Back in the day.
It's funny that you say that, because I had a very young girl come up to me the other day, and she said, "You know the Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen with that woman? You look like her, the one who played her evil mother."
Is that
And it took me a while to figure it out, but it was Kirstie Alley, and I had
okay.
never been told that
Interesting.
before.
And now you had it twice.
I can see it though now that you've said
Thank you.
that. Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's a compliment.
Thank you.
Oh, my God. Robin? Was I a Kirstie Alley fan?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, anyway, so you paint now. What is your
My real job?
No. That's a good question, but I was going to ask, what do you paint? Like, is it landscapes? Is it portraits?
It's contemporary landscapes mostly.
Okay.
I did the realistic stuff in another
Right.
life, and that just became boring to me. And
Well, let me tell you something. Every artist we've spoken to, we've had Peter Max on the show. I hope you know who he is. Who was the other guy we spoke to? Anyway, the point is, they all did that. They all had these beautiful landscapes. We even saw them. They would try to sell their work. Nobody wanted it. So they had a hard time. In fact, we went to see that guy down in St. Pete. What's that guy's name? the mustache?
Yeah, Dolly.
Dolly. We went to the museum. His early work looked just like that. All landscape.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted it, right? You do something wild or different, boom, everybody wants
It's
it.
interesting to see an artist and the retrospective of their careers and how drastically their
can
work
change.
does change. It's
Is it-
interesting.
Is it
Picasso
them?
was like that.
Is it? But is it
Yes.
them? Is it them or is it the marketplace?
I think it's a little of both. I think you get bored with what you're doing, but if something's selling, you're going to keep doing it.
Yeah, like lily pads.
There
for,
you go.
For that one guy.
There you go. That one guy.
Monet.
No, yeah, but there was no copy machines back then, so he had no choice. Somebody said, I love that lily. I'll make you another one.
Well, actually, he probably didn't do it. One of his
They
underlings
had,
did
They had
it.
helpers.
Oh,
His
yes, they
minions.
had many helpers.
Really? That's
Yeah,
disappointing.
It is disappointing.
All right, so who are the artists that are going to be at FAFO this year?
Tony Etherong, Donna Leeward.
Are these names that have been around for 47 years or a long time anyway?
Well, for a while, yes. For I don't know exactly how many years, but for a
Locally,
while.
Jody Scheibel, the spoon artist who uses the antique flatware to repurpose jewelry, and he
Holly.
does sculpture. Yeah.
Holly Hambrick, who does the beautiful shadow boxes
Oh,
with the
that
really
name I
cool
know. I know
saying.
that name.
Yes.
Very nice.
So are
She's
there
wonderful.
are there certain artists who ask to be part of it and you say no problem, you're in, and other artists have to pass the test or something?
All artists have to pass the test
Oh, they do?
unless you are a previous winner.
Right. Everyone's juried
Yes.
unless you are a previous winner, and then you get a pass for that year.
Which juried means we have a group of people who examine the work. I believe there's 5 works that they have to submit.
Right. And a picture of their tent also, how
Right.
their display.
And they're scored. It's like a pageant.
So there's a winner.
Wow.
See, I didn't even know there was a winner.
Oh yes, we give out $20,000 of prize money.
Wow.
That's a big deal.
Well, then after
Wow.
they're in the show, we have 2 judges, and they come by and select winners.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's
So Sunday around what time? After lunchish?
Saturday.
Lunchish.
Saturday.
After
Yeah.
lunchish.
See, I didn't even know.
because they present the awards
Saturday night. So
at the
if
artist dinner.
you look for award winners, you'll see the ribbons on their booths Saturday afternoon. And in this year's program, we actually put pictures of the winners from last year. So
Oh,
that
nice.
way you can see who the winners are
Oh,
and
wow.
visit their booths, which is we've never done that before.
Right.
And it really turned out great because, wow, I never even got to see that.
My understanding of FAFO is that it's big. It's not just big in Ocala. It's big. Like a whole country comes here. Am I right? Do you have
Yes,
people coming? How
yes,
far away
we
do they
do.
come from?
I think we have some people from Wisconsin and Colorado.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
See
wonderful.
that that's I guess that's what
It's
I was
great.
going for. Yeah.
It is very prestigious for the artists, but one of my favorite parts is with the students of Marion County. They really knock my
Entertainment.
Student
socks
Oh,
off.
the student art.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
really knock my
The
socks off.
Appleton has worked with us this year in order to make it even better. So it's going to be wonderful. There will be children's entertainment at the gazebo. So that's specific to them. And then at Citizen Circle, there will be adult entertainment. And I don't mean
nice.
that in the
Professional.
Yes, professional
I lifted
entertainment.
I lifted my eyebrows just to make her think I thought that. I didn't really think that.
We're trying to keep it spicy here.
Yeah.
I didn't
We
really
want you to
think
come.
And
Yeah.
it is 2 days, both Saturday and Sunday, because you have so many things for everybody to see.
Yes.
It's almost impossible to really see it in one day.
Right. 10
It
to
is.
5 both days.
It's a very large area too, and it's back downtown.
Back downtown.
Robin said it
So
used to be there,
exciting.
then it moved away, and now it's
Yes.
back.
Over a decade ago, they moved, so we're back, and it'll be from Citizen Circle, going all up into Broadway and to the square and the Chamber Lot, where most of the children.
Meaning the traffic is closed at that point
Yes.
for all weekend, pretty much, right?
On Friday, they'll start closing roads.
What is the you do acrylics? Is your work in the show?
No.
We wish.
I'm just, it's.
You don't want it to?
Well, I have galleries that show my work,
Right,
and
right, right.
and I have a hard enough time producing enough work to send to them. And when you are in a show, you need a good 20 pieces at least to to make a nice showing.
You know, I've often wondered. My mom used to do quilts, and
Yes.
she would spend I don't know how many hours, long time
it's
on this.
labor intensive.
And then when she'd sell them at these craft shows, then there wouldn't be an art show. I know there's a big difference. Robin helps me understand this. But she could not sell them for much. And I used to say, Mom, you're making like a nickel an hour. It's nothing. You're making nothing. Is the same thing true for painters? You paint a picture, it must take a long time.
It depends. You can make a nice living if you're selling to the right
If you
people.
get to that level.
Yeah,
Right, and you're and you're collectible. There are artists out there who people clamor for their work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Donna, do you ever have to turn somebody away because you are the chairperson and you have to make sure all of the artists are there, the entertainment is there, the food vendors are there? Do you have enough room for everybody?
Well, we limited our artists a little bit this year. I think we had 170 to 175 last year, and this year we have 155. And we made a conscious decision to not push it this year because we wanted to make sure that everything went well and that we weren't having to stress about things like that, about room.
And how do the people that have the shops, the retail owners, how are they embracing this being on the square?
They're
I
very
actually own a
excited.
shop downtown.
Oh,
and
you
we're
do?
thrilled.
Yeah, they're very
Yes.
excited, and they're contributing. We're going to have little swag bags for the artists, and a lot of the businesses are contributing coupons and menus and different things. And they're preparing, I think, sometimes some special menus, et cetera, for just this weekend.
Special hours.
Right.
We're typically not open on a Sunday, and we will be open.
What's your shop name?
It's Shannon Roth Collection and
really?
Olivia and
That's
Company
you.
Kids. That is me and my mom.
Great place to stop by.
Well, it's just we have wanted it back downtown for an eternity, and it's a wonderful addition to all of the fantastic things that are going on downtown.
Yeah, right.
And we couldn't be more thrilled. And the city has worked with the FAFO board,
Yes.
for more than a year to make sure everything runs smoothly, including plenty of parking, which is the thing that when you tell people it's coming back downtown, oh, I'm not going to be able to park. Well, you are. We have the judicial lots will be open.
With pedicabs going back and forth.
The judicial
So-
lots, meaning the multi-layered.
Yes, yes.
Okay, that's
Yes.
good. Oh,
Yes.
that's great.
There will be a
We've often
crossing
thought, why
guard.
don't they use that?
Yeah.
We are using it.
So I'm glad
Yes.
you got that.
And Friday's Ocala Star banner, the it will be a tabloid that is specifically our program for the show.
Okay.
On the back page, it indicates where all of the parking
That's a
spots
good
are
idea.
located. Bring that to the show with you because it has the artist listings, the entertainment schedule, where the food is going to be, where the
Map.
beer and wine is going
Yes,
to
we're
be.
selling.
That's the
beer and
adult
wine
section?
this year.
That's the adult section.
Funny you would know that.
Yes.
So we talking paintings, we talking sculptures, drawings, photography.
It's a little bit of everything. We categorize.
Pottery.
Yeah.
Pottery?
Jewelry.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And are there sections like the jewelry section and the pottery section, or do you
No,
intersperse?
we try to integrate everything so that as you walk along, you can see everything at all times.
So let me ask you about the tabloid you mentioned. Because
Yes.
here's why. Because when I go to a museum, I have no idea what I'm looking at, and I don't want any docent. I just want to walk around, okay? I know they say, would you like a... No, just give me something to read. Or a headphone or something like that. Makes it better for me. I understand it better. Does the tabloid help me with that? Or in this case, though, the artists are there. Usually when I go, the artists are all dead. But
Yeah. And they're usually very happy to talk with people and share their work and their experiences.
are they? So they don't
Yes.
get the same question over and over again?
I don't think so. I think usually when you love doing something, you like to share it.
What do you love about it?
Well, the weather's going to be wonderful.
No, about the show.
Well, no, but I like the idea of just being there.
The
and-
weather.
But walking
Yeah.
around in that kind of
Yeah, I see what you're
October
saying.
type of fall at a festival like that. I
Right.
like the food, and I like to buy gifts for friends and family for Christmas, and I love it.
Well, and I think the fact that it's back downtown, there's an element of charm that is being reintroduced to the show that has been missing for
Really?
the time that we've been away from downtown.
I agree with that.
Yes.
I
Now,
do.
what?
Yeah.
It's just simply by being downtown. You mean that's
Right,
the
as
charm?
opposed to being in a field. Nothing wrong with a field. No offense to a field, but
The field at McPherson.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's it.
But
there's a certain ambiance with
there's
all
an
of the
ambiance.
old buildings.
Yes.
and-
You know what we did once? We taped a little tiny video camera to a kite, and we flew it over the McPherson field.
oh, that's
Yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah. It was just a bunch of grass. We didn't see anything.
Yeah.
You should do it downtown.
You should.
Yeah, you get a different.
Will you have a spot, Donna, there for the EMTs and for the security personnel, in case somebody gets heat stroke or
Yeah,
something?
there will be an OPD trailer there, and we'll be encompassing all of that.
So my question was, I was wondering, what's your favorite type of art at the show? I mean, do you gravitate more toward the paintings or toward the sculptures, or?
I guess personally, I like the paintings.
Me too. That is my favorite part.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It
Yeah.
just is.
But then last year I got some of Holly Hambrick's things because I just loved those and thought they were so neat.
But I think though that I'm corny or I'm unsophisticated because I always like the stuff that like art critics say is
Art is very
traditional.
personal. It's
You're
a very
just
personal
traditional.
thing.
That's all. Nothing wrong with being traditional.
like I'm okay with Peter Max's stuff, but a lot of people say, oh, he's not a real artist. Or what's that guy who died? Thomas Kincaid.
Yeah, right.
Obviously, he's not really an artist. Well, I mean, I thought
His bank account says differently.
yeah.
A lot of people loved his things, and like Cass said, it's personal.
Okay, so
Our art is very personal, and what you like, I may not, and vice versa.
If you
And
had
I'm
a-
not going to be offended by your choice, as you shouldn't be offended by my choice. I embrace the fact that you love art and you like to collect art.
Will there be a hands-on section this year for the children to actually create things and take it home?
Yes, in the chamber lot where the student art is, the Appleton is actually helping with that, like Cass said. And there'll also be a maze where
Oh.
children can go in and draw and create. So we have several.
I think the children's activities are going to be better than ever this year.
Yeah, several different activities for them.
So it's both days, both Saturday and Sunday.
Yes.
Correct.
And for those just tuning in, Cass Retz and Donna DiSclafani
Perfect.
are here from FAFO. FAFO is Fine Arts for Ocala. I don't think there's anybody out there who doesn't know that. You've done a great job marketing the branding, I guess, of FAFO.
Right.
People know what that is.
Thank you.
Every year you usually have a contest for the poster for the official face of the art of FAFO. Did you do that this year?
Well, we have a featured artist, Tony Etherong, and we incorporated one of his paintings into a poster, which is really quite nice. And they will be available for a $5 donation at the
that's
info
wonderful.
table.
Do some of the names that we know locally, like Mrs. Watts, do they have paintings in there?
Peggy does not participate anymore. I think it's just, it's...
But she did in the past.
She
Yes.
did. My mother actually won FAFO in the 70s.
Did she?
So I have very fond memories of the venue. Being a young girl growing up at the art show, being downtown, I think that's part of the charm for me for it to go
Right.
back downtown.
Right.
It's very exciting.
Kind of wish it was more often than once a year, don't you?
Well, we do Symphony Under the Stars in the spring, so you
Right,
can get a little
right.
dose of, we have
Culture.
your culture, your spring culture can come. Now, another thing that we've started this year, it's a program called Collector's Circle for those of you who can't get enough art just at the one time of year that FAFO occurs. What it is, we want to educate the community about art. So we do 2 private parties in people's homes, and we have a speaker. In fact, we had one last week, and the guest speaker was Tyrus Clutter from the college, and he talked about how to build an art collection, which for some people, they don't really know how to go about doing that. I like art. I don't really know what to do with it. So we have our 2 parties, and then the people who joined get $250 to spend at the show.
Oh.
So what we can do in turn is promote to artists next year. We sold $15,000 worth of prepaid gift certificates
Wow.
to our community. So it attracts artists to this show. So if you have an interest in joining Collector Circle for next year, we have 2 great events already planned. You can go to fafo.org, and the new dates aren't up, but you can at least kind of educate yourself as to what it's about, and it's a great time.
Really
it's a great
fun.
group of people. It's fun. I heard the party went on till 11 o'clock on Thursday night.
You weren't there?
I had to go home. Those kids again.
little earlier.
Those kids.
Were you there, Donna?
Yes, but not until 11:30.
Oh, okay. And what kind of things happened during the party?
Oh, it's just people mainly talk and mill around. You see just lots of wonderful people that you might not see otherwise, and it's catered. We have wine, of course, and then we have our speaker.
We try to do it in a home that has a a wonderful art collection so people can see what art can really do in a home. You know, a lot of people.
We need some in here, don't we? Have you looked
Yes,
at
you
these
do.
walls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to hook you up.
We're going to have some people at FAFO, also with the Collector's Circle, if you want to have someone like Cass or David Gadledge, designer, to help you choose art for your business or your home. They will offer their services.
Oh, that's
you.
wonderful.
Right, we can walk around with you and look at your space and say, oh, this is what you need, this is perfect. Because a lot of people are intimidated by art, but you shouldn't be. It's personal. Choose what you love, what you can afford, and enjoy it. It brings a joy to me every day to walk around my house and see the things over the years that I have collected. And
Don, is your own stuff hanging in your
I
own
have
house?
a couple of my own things.
Yeah,
yes.
why not?
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra used to listen to his own records.
And you must have some wonderful sponsors also
Yes, we do.
for the show.
Yes, we do. We have Jenkins. They are our main primary sponsor. We have Palm Chevrolet. Help me, Cass.
I'm a blank.
This is terrible.
Well, the city has been.
The city's been great. The county, Brick City Bicycles is taking care of the pedicabs for us.
No, that's cool.
I gotta see a pedicab. I gotta see a pedicab.
Regions
go for a
Bank
ride.
is promoting the.
There are so many more, so please make sure
Yeah, leave
you
them
pay
out.
attention when the tabloid comes out in the paper on Friday, or if you pick it up at the show, because you know these people are the ones that
we couldn't do
make
it
it
without
happen.
them. Couldn't do it.
And we're sitting here and can't come up with all of them off the top of our head
Yeah, I
because
feel
there
terrible.
there's so many, but you know keep those in mind.
And
you know
the
when you-
WOCA is a sponsor.
Just
too.
supporting.
Yes.
Just supporting
Yes.
the community.
Yes.
Cass and Donna, nice to meet both of you. Thank you
You
for
too.
coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you for having
I'm
us.
glad we were able to squeeze in enough information in our abbreviated visit, but thank you for coming in. And we'll see you on Saturday. We're Sunday.
Yeah.
We're going to be there.
12 to 2.
Perfect.
Great.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
we're going to be there. All right, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll keep promoting it, by the way. We need to take a little break, and we'll be right back. Look who just walked in the room. Joel Wiesner from What's Up Ocala. Hey, Joel, I'm looking for something to do this weekend. You got any ideas?
Absolutely. Check out our event calendar online at www.whatsupocala.com, and there is plenty of events there for you. Daily news updates to event reviews and magazine articles.
Really?
We've organized it all in one place online for you to cut through all of